ये टोकरी में सोया हुआ क्यों है? बाद में बता दूंगी। पहले उन जोम्बियों से बचकर जल्दी भागो।
अबे तू ये क्या कर रही है? जल्दी जल्दी नाव को चला, वो सब बहुत दूर भाग गए हैं।
इस तरह हम कब तक भागते रहेंगे पापा? वो जोम्बी नाव से हमारी पीछा कर रहे हैं। तो तू ही बता क्या करे? चलो किसी घर में छुप जाते हैं। हाँ ये ठीक रहेगा चिंटुआ, और उन जोम्बियों का नाव घर में नहीं घुस पाएगा।
अबे कुतिया, थोड़ा और तेज नाव को चला।
अरे अब की बार इतना तेज बारिश आ रही है कि गांव में बाढ़ आ गया है। अरे तब तो मेरा पूरा जेल बाढ़ में डूब गया होगा। चलो जल्दी चल कर देखता हूँ।
पापा वो देखो पुलिस जा रहा है, चलो उससे मदद मांगते हैं। हाँ चलो, अब हम सब उन जोम्बियों से बच जाएंगे।
अब वो सब कहाँ जाने लगे? अबे जोम्बिनी, नाव को उनकी तरफ ले चल।
पुलिस पुलिस, अबे वो पुलिसवा रुक जा, हमें भी साथ ले चल।
अरे कौन चिल्ला रहा है?
रुक जाओ पुलिस, हमें बचा लो, हमारे पीछे जोम्बी पड़े हुए हैं।
क्या जोम्बी? रुको मैं आता हूँ। क्या हुआ तुम सबको? जाओ घर जाओ, गांव में बाढ़ आ गया है।
हम घर नहीं जा सकते।
क्यों तुम सब घर नहीं जा सकते?
क्योंकि हमारे पीछे जोम्बी पड़े हुए हैं और उन जोम्बियों ने बाबू को काट लिया है।
मैं नहीं डरता किसी जोम्बी ओम्बी से। बताओ वो जोम्बी कहाँ है?
वहाँ देखो, वो सब नाव से आ रहे हैं।
अभी रुको, उन्हें बताता हूँ। अब वो सब मेरे इस बंदूक की गोली से बच नहीं पाएंगे।
तो जल्दी जाओ और उन्हें गोली मार दो।
मैं जा रहा हूँ, तुम सब यहीं से देखना कि कैसे मैं उन्हें गोली मारता हूँ।
अब ये कौन आ गया जो हमसे डर ही नहीं रहा है? जरा नाव को रोको तो यहीं।
मैं हूँ दबंग दरोगा, अब तुम सब नहीं बच पाओगे मेरे इस बंदूक से। हाँ, ये कैसे हो गया? अरे दादा, जोम्बी ने बंदूक के गोली को ही खा गया। तब तो वो मुझे भी खा जाएगा। रे दादा, भागो।
पापा वो देखो, पुलिस डर के भाग रहा है। अबे तू वहाँ से भाग क्यों आया? उन्हें गोली मारा क्यों नहीं?
वो जोम्बी बहुत ही खतरनाक हैं। वो मेरे बंदूक के गोली को ही खा गया।
नाव को ले चल उनके पास।
जल्दी यहाँ से भागो रे दादा, वो सब जोम्बी आ रहे हैं।
अबे हमें तो बैठा ले अपने मोटरसाइकिल पे।
नहीं नहीं, यहाँ जगह नहीं है।
चलो सब उसके मोटरसाइकिल पर चढ़ जाओ।
अबे तुम सब यहाँ क्यों आ गए?
अरे मम्मी, बाबू कहाँ रह गया? अरे उसे तो वहीं छोड़ आई चिंकिया। वो देखो, वो वहाँ पर है। अबे पागल औरत, तू उसे वहाँ छोड़ क्यों आई? पापा, बाबू को उन जोम्बियों ने पकड़ लिया।
The night the egg cracked, the wind held its breath. Everyone in the marsh felt it, the pause before something changes forever. When the shell finally split, the other ducklings tumbled out like soft yellow promises, greeted by proud clucks and warm wings. Then came the last one, bigger, grayer, awkward in a way that made the moonlight hesitate. The mother duck leaned closer, confused by the strange little creature trembling before her. And in that moment, before anyone could look away, a question hung in the cold air. What if the one no one wants is the one the world needs most? The duckling tried to stand, fell, tried again, and the laughter began, not cruel at first, just careless. Careless laughter can cut deeper than claws. From the first day, the marsh taught lessons without mercy. The ugly duckling learned how silence can be louder than insults, how being stared at can feel heavier than being chased. The other ducklings swam in neat lines while he splashed alone, water darkening his already dull feathers. When he spoke, they mimicked his voice. When he dreamed aloud, they rolled their eyes. Even the reeds seemed to whisper, bending away as he passed. His mother tried. Oh, how she tried. To love him fiercely enough to protect him. But love can be clumsy when the world keeps pointing out what's wrong. Each night, she tucked him under her wing last, whispering, "You'll grow into yourself," though she didn't know what that meant yet. Days became seasons. The duckling grew faster than the rest, his body too big for the games they played, his thoughts too heavy for their jokes. The barnyard animals had opinions. The hens pecked the ground and clucked about bad luck. The cat watched with lazy eyes and said nothing, which somehow felt worse. One afternoon, after being pushed into the mud and told he ruined everything just by being there, the duckling ran. He ran past the cattails, past the familiar pond, past the place where his reflection always hurt to look at. He didn't know where he was going. Only that staying felt like shrinking, and he was tired of disappearing while still being seen. Winter found him before hope did. Ice crept across the ponds like a slow, patient thief, stealing warmth and sound. The duckling learned hunger, learned the ache of sleeping alone with the stars as witnesses. He met strangers, wild geese who laughed too loudly and left too quickly, a farmer who meant well but couldn't understand him, a frozen lake that almost became his grave. Each challenge carved something into him: endurance, patience, a quiet strength that didn't ask for permission. When the cold nearly took him, he whispered into the dark, not a prayer exactly, more a promise. If I survive this, I will believe there was a reason. Spring arrived like an apology. The ice loosened its grip, the air softened, and the duckling, taller now, stronger, still unsure, wandered into a new valley. The water there was clear as truth, and birds he had never seen before glided across it with impossible grace. His heart pounded as he approached, fear and longing tangled together. He expected laughter. He expected rejection. Instead, he felt a pull, like a memory waking up. As he bent to drink, the water showed him something he had avoided for so long. The reflection staring back was not ugly. It was powerful, elegant. A swan looked back at him, eyes filled with the same old loneliness, but now framed by beauty that had taken its time. And just when you think the story ends with that reflection, listen closely, because this is where it truly begins. The swans welcomed him not with questions, but with space. They didn't rush his joy or doubt his past. Yet inside him, the old voices still echoed. Transformation doesn't erase wounds. It asks you to carry them differently. When he returned to the marsh, now as a swan, hearts trembled. The same ducks who once mocked him looked away, ashamed, unsure if they were allowed to admire what they had tried to break. He didn't seek revenge. He sought understanding. He spoke softly, telling them about the cold nights, the near-death silence, the strength born from being alone. Some listened, some didn't. Growth, he learned, is not convincing others. It's choosing who you become when they finally notice that in the end, the ugly duckling didn't just become beautiful. He became free. Free from the need to be chosen. Free from the fear of mirrors. Free to believe that timing matters more than opinion. And as he flew across the water at dusk, wings cutting the sky with quiet confidence, the marsh held its breath again. This time, not in doubt, but in awe. Because the strongest message isn't that everyone will one day see your worth. It's that your worth was never waiting for their eyes at all.